I start off every day, every night, every evening, every morning, every time I can to tell you that you are in the middle, you are in the midst of a change, a transformational change that nobody but nobody could ever possibly have imagined would have ever taken place. Don't ever think I'm saying something just to be dramatic. I'll never say something. I'll never say like, well, this is no, 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 no. But when something is like, wow, I love to be the one to say, did you notice that? Did you notice that? Did you see that? Did you see what happens? Like sometimes when you're pointing out, if you're doing a trial and you're watching something and somebody's watching something and you say, did you notice that? You probably didn't notice that. That was about such as, you see, did you notice that? And I love doing that. I love that. I love always finding that thing to point out maybe something where you thought, he's right. Not that you don't know it, but sometimes it's like, do you know what that means? Do you know what that sounds like? Do you know what that means? What is happening right now is transformational at levels you can't believe. And what's also interesting to note is do not necessarily look for places that you would normally look, and do not dismiss events that are happening because this is not necessarily something that you involve yourself with. I know the Super Bowl. I couldn't care less about I don't care about the Super Bowl. It's amusing. But what the Super Bowl means is like an election. We're watching an assemblage of humankind together, all of them together in this, I don't know what you want to call it, this world, this collection. And they're all there. And you're watching like murmurations. Look at them. Look what they're doing. They're all paying attention. And what are they watching? What are they paying attention to? What is it? And it may be a stupid song. It may be you might say, I don't care about these people. I don't know Kendrick Lamar from a hole in the ground. Doesn't matter. This is a man who is saying the woke stuff is gone. And we'll talk about a little bit about some stuff that might be a little weird, a little a bit Illuminati-esque. We'll talk about that in a moment. I did a show this afternoon with my good friend Sean Atwood in the UK, and they love this Illuminati and deep state. And thinking, no. We'll talk about that in a moment. But when you have Kendrick Lamar, who was saying his song, saying, not like us. They're not like us. And it was a diss track against a certain individual, suggesting and accusing this person of being, dare I say, of the PDF file. Do you hear what I'm saying? Woke is gone. Celebrate this. Celebrate. Now, I don't know the specifics about the accusations, who's involved, who's guilty. That I don't know. But what I'm telling you is that we've got this in front of the world. And this is a message which we need to hear with Diddy and all of these freaks and perverts and degenerates. And the fact, you may laugh, when they are booing Taylor Swift and our friend Donald Trump is being heralded and applauded. Oh, my friends. My friends. Oh, sit back, dear friends. Let me remind you that on the 22nd, 12 days from now, I will be at one of the best venues. I love this. The Cutting Room in New York City. Tickets are available on the section here. And why this is important is that this is not stand up. This is participatory. It is like nothing you have seen. Do I make myself clear? I think I do. But first, my friend, this. When it comes to comfort, support, and a good night's sleep, my friends, My Pillow has revolutionized the way millions of Americans rest their heads with unmatched quality, cutting-edge design, and a commitment to American-made excellence. My Pillow has become a household name. And now with mypillow.com/Lionel or using the promo code Lionel, you can unlock exclusive discounts and deals that bring comfort and savings right to your doorstep. That's right, my friend. Mike Lindell and the team in My Pillow aren't just selling pillows. They're on a mission to transform the sleep experience with a wide variety of products beyond their signature pillows. Whether you're looking for supportive adjustable pillows, luxurious Giza dream sheets, cozy towel, mattress toppers that cradle your body in comfort, My Pillow offers it all. And with their 60-day money-back guarantee and a 10-year warranty, you can be confident that My Pillow stands behind every product they sell. Now, why My Pillow stands out? Let me tell you, unlike generic pillows you grab off a department store shelf, My Pillow is customizable and engineered to cater to different sleep styles. Whether you're a side sleeper or a back sleeper or a stomach sleeper, their patented interlocking fill technology adjusts to your specific comfort needs, keeping your neck and spine properly aligned throughout the night. No more waking up with that sore neck, no more tossing and turning, just the restful, rejuvenating, and exhilarating sleep that you deserve. And it doesn't stop at pillows. My Pillow's Giza Dream Sheets, made from the finest Egyptian cotton, offer a smooth, breathable, and luxurious feel, turning your bed into a sleep heaven. So right now, my friends, do the right thing. Go to mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. It's easy for me to say, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, or call 800-645-4965. Simply the best. Trust me. There has never been any time when people who are either political scientists or cultural historians or social scientists did not look at culture and what people defined and looked at as culture to determine where a group was going. I told you about this years ago that the KGB would often listen to jokes, listen to what people are laughing about. You watch concerts, watch events, watch what's happening on the World Cup, watch what's happening at concerts. Are people going to concerts? Taylor Swift went, ladies and gentlemen, from number one. She was heralded, loved, the Swifties in her Eras tour. Now they're saying end of an Eras. And she went immediately to being booed. Now you can say, I know. Your first inclination is, I don't care. Stop that immediately. You don't care about whether she was booed. You care about what it means. That's what's interesting. That's what we're talking about. That's the story. That is why we are discussing this. What does it mean? That's it. How did it go so fast? What happened? And you can argue about this. And yet, there he is, President Trump, elevated through an apotheosis, a beatification, a canonization, dare I say, ladies and germs. It was like nothing anybody's ever seen. Someone said, it's funny, Joseph says, she's been Kamala. You're absolutely correct. We have this fickle sense of Kamala went from vice president, nominee, to being ignored. A good friend, Fishman, says, whoever is running FEMA should be immediately jailed. After Elon found $59 million to luxury hotels for illegals on New York last week. Could not agree with you more, sir. And God bless Elon Musk. God bless. Everything is changing. But let me tell you something. All of a sudden, there's this thing. Wow. I am a student of culture. Not that culture, not cotillion and all that. I mean, of what makes us work. Why do we do things? And I was fascinated by, I thought, this say what you want about Taylor Swift, young girls like her, and isn't that interesting? And People are going to concerts, and whether she sings or whether, I don't know. We see big events. I was driving by the used to be the Meadowlands Arena, but it's the whatever where the Giants play, and it's Stevie Nicks and Billy Joel. Oh, that's nice. I don't like concerts anymore. I don't go to them. I have no. The first thing I'm thinking of is, how do I get out? How do we get out of here? How do we go home? If we leave now. By the way, one of the reasons why Trump left. You know that? Did you hear the story? President Trump left early out of respect for the people that were there, because when he leaves, everybody locks down. You lock down. You don't move. So if he left at the end of the game, he would delay everybody. So he said, I'm going to leave early. It's not, he didn't leave because of, how much do you love this guy? How much do you love this guy? So there was this event last night. So anyway, so I was talking about this, and I was talking to our good friend Sean today. And the UK people love this thing called the deep state and the police state. And I want to be able to explain something to you. I want to make sure that we talk about this, and that we grasp this, and I remind you of these various differences and what these words mean. This is very, very important, very, very critical, because we use the word sometimes interchangeably. And I think it's important, and they're very, very hip. The deep state refers to this hidden, entrenched network of bureaucrats, intel agencies, intel officers, military personnel, policymakers, senators, whoever. I mean, this is a different story, but those who allegedly and who operate independently of elected officials. It's often seen as career insiders, kind of the stay-behinds, the stay-behinds, almost like the way Gladio handled it. But they work independently of elected officials. It's seen as these people who work kind of insiders within, let's say, the CIA, FBI, Pentagon. They maintain influence regardless of political shifts. They're there, no matter what. And the term became popular in discussions with covert actions. It's an old Turkish term, if I recall correctly. But it dealt with covert actions against political leaders. Like, for example, the set of federal judges, the judiciary, the old DOJ, that's the deep state. That's operational. Those are the people who were there, the people who were appointed, the people who are nominated, the people who basically provide this. Okay. Shadow government. That's interesting. This overlaps with the concept of deep state, but it focuses more on external influences that control or steer government actions behind the scenes. Lobbyists, special interest groups, NGOs, private corporations, intel contractors, media elites. They manipulate the government. Bilderberg, Davos, Mont Pelerin, CFR, that kind of thing. Those are the type. The shadow government is described as having ties to normally financial institutions, credit institutions, and the like. Illuminati is a different story. And there is no Illuminati. There isn't. There are people who love symbols, and there are people who love to kind of act weird, and there are people who love to go like this and go like that, but that's it. They're not from the Weishaupt Bavarian sect. They don't go anywhere. They don't honor each other. They don't practice it. They don't do any of that stuff. They don't exist other than whatever it is. And they may make references. They may be read, but Satanism and all that, it doesn't. No. Sorry. It's professional wrestling, babe. NWA, Kevin Sullivan, the great Kevin Sullivan, Mark Lewin, maniac Mark Lewin. He became the Purple Haze, a Buddha Dean. And he came and he would act like this weird. McMahon did it. Wrestling. It was all of a sudden it was this weird Undertaker and creepy and it's sort of in that. But it's camp. But what's interesting, if you look back at what happened at the Super Bowl and why is it important, is the wokeism was dead. That's the thing I want to tell you. It's dead. It's not. Did anybody see? Did they do the Black National Anthem? Remember they talked about that? Google today said it's not going to do the LGBT, month stuff. Do you know what this means? Do you have any idea? Now let me disabuse you of something. Do not expect there to be any action because you have identified somebody who receives USAID money. They didn't do anything wrong. I didn't steal it. I didn't do anything wrong. What do you say? Yeah, but you took money from. So I did something. You may disagree with it. You may not like me. I didn't break the law. The law that was in effect then. FEMA, someone mentioned FEMA directing money towards. FEMA could do that. Nobody's going to go to prison for this. No. Because if you take advantage of a corrupt system that's there, you are not necessarily involved in that. You're not. But it doesn't matter. Don't worry about that. Do not link or connect your sense of justice with if people are arrested or not. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I love you. But nobody's going to be arrested. Nobody broke the law taking this stuff. Now, let me ask you something which is the most critical. This morning was fantastic. I told you that it means so much to me and to all of us. Your support for the show, super chats, and phenomenal. But what we need more than anything else, I'm just going to say this one time, are likes. Likes put us into the HOV lane of listenership. People will listen to me. People right now will listen. They'll say, you know what, this guy, these folks, they make sense. That's what I want. And the only way they're going to see that, my friend, is if you like this. So your likes are very, very, very appreciated. Our good friend Stephen Lynch says, no need for revenge, just fix it. Absolutely. Correct. Don't be President Trump at first. Remember this, drain the swamp, build a wall. We're not hearing about the wall. The wall is going up. I want you just to relax. Here is what has to be done. President Trump is on a mission. He was signing tariffs and immediately. He will not stop. He has a work ethic. He has a focused ethic, the likes of which I've not seen before. This is what is so important. I just put out a newsletter. By the way, some of you have been so kind. You're not getting newsletters. I'm getting loads of people who get them. And then for some reason, there was a glitch. And I have been talking to the male chimp folks and asking why all of a sudden are people not getting them. Some get them, some don't. I don't know. But rest assured, my friends, rest assured that I am getting to the bottom of this. But I want you to understand what's happening here. It is so complicated what is happening. It is so incredibly complicated. What has to be done is this organization, this cabal, this group of people, these folks who represent the deep state or whatever you call them, AID is the most, it has been the most emblematic of anything we could possibly show. People were saying, wow, I had no idea. Precisely. They had no earthly idea what was happening. None. You had no idea. None. You had no idea. You couldn't believe what was happening. Couldn't believe it. And I know exactly. I believe me. And for the longest time, this happens. They're finding out a couple of things now which are very, very critical. Did you hear, my dear friends? Did you hear that they are suggesting all of a sudden? This is important. They are suggesting that Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, was actively involved in the assassination attempt of President Trump. Not maybe directly per se, not an active shooter, but certainly involved in facilitating, allowing for, and I guess, how do we say this? Helping to facilitate this. We've got to get to the bottom of this. We've got to get to the bottom. Tucker Carlson did a great piece. When he's on fire, nobody is better. Nobody is better. I want to show you this one thing I've got here. Nobody is better than he is. He's terrific. Who also has been incredible beyond anybody. Hang on. Hang on a minute. ChatGPT has become my Google. ChatGPT is my Google. I write in this. It is, oh my God. It is, AI blows me away. We'll get to that one day about the problems that are associated there. But if you can imagine, but what we're talking about is you have this organization that for the longest time worked as follows. It's very, very simple. The left was not the left. It was, I guess the left was what? Contaminated. I don't know what, I'm not even sure what the words are. I'm not even sure what the words are. But the left owned everything. Politicians paid off. Somebody a long way said, if you own the politicians, if you buy people off, you will never have to worry about anything again. If you buy these people, buy them off. So 1961 comes along, and what do we have this thing called USAID? That's nice, isn't it? Sure is. It's nice. It's nice. It's wonderful. It really is. How sweet. We're going to help people. USAID. What that was a slush fund. Kind of a no-show job the way the mob would work. Where people came along and they said, we're going to give you. This is the most important. We are going to give you all of the money you want. Now, you're not going to report us, are you? No. Obama, who was it? Remember, JFK took advantage of it. USA and these people, they used to use these government agencies to spy on folks. JFK, the CIA, years ago, post-OSS, Life magazine, I told you, Mo Berg, National Geographic. Hey, we're sending a news crew over to, okay. It was incredible. Anyway, so it's been around, but it was sort of maybe theoretically beneficial to us. Kind of, I guess. I don't know. Nobody broke it up. Nobody dared say, How much money did Nixon get? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't as bad. But Clinton and others said we can make a fortune. Because the people who ran that, talk about the shadow government, said we're in charge of the money. The Federal Reserve. Wait till the day the Federal Reserve is audited. Let me stop right there. Do me a favor. I want you to do me a favor. Do you have a friend of yours who's a pain in the ass? A real pain in the ass. A guy who just always thinks he knows everything? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever met these people? They know everything. Oh, everything. And here's what you do. You say, Dave, you're a pretty sharp guy. I know you're a news junkie. In fact, if anybody would know this, you would, because I know you know this stuff. And I want to ask you a question. Maybe you could help me. Because if anybody would know it, you would. So you're setting up. Yeah, well, go ahead. What exactly is the Federal Reserve? And wait, just stop. What exactly is the Federal Reserve? And wait. Don't do a Hannity question. Don't go into the probably. No, just very simple. What is it? What is it? And wait. Well, I think it was Kucinich? No. Maybe, who said the Federal Reserve is as federal as Federal Express. It's nothing. There is nothing remotely federal. It is appointed, it is a central bank, and we don't even know what's in it. What monies are there? Andrew Hessing says, did you see the Orang Pendix Max Waters giving the security guard a hard time? Oh, sure. What a piece of, yes, a guy doing his job. They are out of the tree. Oh, yes, this was the other day. Absolutely. At the Department of Education. I don't even know what she wanted, Andrew. What was she saying? You got your ID. I already showed your ID. Well, let me see it again. Why do you want to see it again? Why do you want to go? What do you want in here, lady? I don't know. I just want to go inside. Go inside for what? I don't know. Bullshit around. Why are you here? I don't know why I'm here. I just want to be here. Bullshit around. What was the point in that? It was so pathetic. The guy had like a kid's bandage. He wasn't even in uniform. You're not even in a suit. Like, who is he? I hope nobody gives him his name, but this guy should be the employee of the year. Going back to the Federal Reserve, this is the central bank. How do you know what's in there? Is there straw? Is there gold? What is it? What does it do? Well, it regulates bank. Bullshit. Are the funds and monies hypothecated? Meaning, are they pledged to other countries, other concerns? Do we have it? Alan Greenspan was asked one time, who runs the Federal Reserve? He said, we do. Who can fire you? He said, no one. No one. We're going to get to this. Ron Paul has been screaming for this. God bless him. The day they audit, they say, well, it's on the website. No, it's not. Where does this money go? Well, it goes to the central banks. What central bank? This is such a con. Do you have any idea of what's happening? Do you have any idea of what this man is doing? Do you have any idea? Soul says, USA paid New York Times, political, Bill Kristol, Ukraine, Viktor Orban's political opposition, left-wing political opposition in Poland, BBC. Absolutely. Paid for, paid so many things it's not even remotely funny. What am I talking about? Well, let's go through this. I'm glad you brought this up. Would you like to hear some stuff with the USA ID? Would you like to hear some stuff that'll make your blood boil? Huh? Nothing like boiling blood, I always say. Isn't it wonderful? It was the most incredible thing anybody. I mean, I can't believe what I even heard. I'll round them off. $71,000 allocated for the production of a U.S.-Irish musical aimed at promoting DEI in Ireland. $71,000. That went into somebody's pocket. See, when I tell you this, it didn't go to that site. It was given to somebody else. $47,000 spent on a transgender-themed opera in Colombia. 32 grand dedicated to creating a transgender comic book in Peru. $1.5 million to promote workplace inclusion for LGBTQIA individuals in Serbia. $2.5 million invested in building electric vehicle charging infrastructure in Vietnam. It never went there. Nobody said, hey, how's it going? No, it went to somebody's pocket. This is Vietnam. We couldn't even build one here. I think Elon probably knows something about that. $6 million for tourism promotion in, wait for it, Egypt. $20 million towards developing a local version of Sesame Street in Iraq. $2.1 million promoted to BBC for enhancing the media ecosystem, quote unquote, in Libya. We destroyed Libya, but we want to work on the media. That went right into somebody's pocket. $1.5 million allocated for media rebuilding in Cuba. Is there an audit of this? No. I'll just write it to you. $50 million on providing condoms in Gaza. You think I'm kidding? This is, no, it's bullshit. Oh, yeah? No, it's not. $4 million funded for the Center for Climate Positive Development. So you think you know something? You think that this is a con, the likes of which, but my friends, it's all over. Thanks to President Trump. Thanks to President Trump. Thanks to the great, the inimitable, the ineffable President Trump. God bless him. That's all I've got to say. Were it not for him, I don't know what we would do. I don't know what we would do. Seriously. All right, my friends. This has been a day like you cannot believe. And I'm sure you've had them too. I feel psychically drained today. Just, I don't know why. Do you ever have days like that where you just feel like just drained, like somebody plugged in their EV into your brain and just sapped all of the power from it. So I want to thank you, dear and great friends. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you to our good friends, Fishman and Stephen Lynch and Andrew Hessing and Soul76. Thank you. Thank you for this. I want to show you one thing I was going to play for you, which I think is interesting. This is Tucker doing a tremendous job. I'm glad I saw this. A tremendous job explicating more graft and corruption.
The town in the world. I was not there to ski, for the record. But the whole town is Ukrainian. You know, all the visitors are Ukrainian, and they're rolling into Air Maze and dropping $1 million in an afternoon. Okay. So it's all through Europe. You see this. The richest people are the Ukrainians. That money is ours. It belongs to me and you and every other American taxpayer. That's where it's going. Second fact, not guess, fact is the Ukrainian military is selling a huge percentage, up to half of the arms that we send them. Half. And I'm not guessing about this. I know that for a fact, okay? Not speculation. And they're selling it, and a lot of it's winding up with the drug cartels on our border. So this is a crime, what's happening. Our intel agencies are fully aware of this. You tell me they're not profiting from this. Of course, you think CIA is not profiting from this? Yes, they are. I can't prove that, but I believe that. What they don't know this, I know this, but they don't know this. They know this. And no one is saying it. Like, no American seems aware of this. We're sending these arms to Ukraine, hundreds of billions of dollars, and it's being stolen and sold to our actual enemies. Like, what the? I'm trying not to swear. What is this?
Yeah, well, the reason why is because you have Zelensky, it was about 3 weeks ago, I think, was specifically asked this question. So he went at some length in one of his interviews to say, oh, no, absolutely not. There's no truth to that at all. We've implemented all these things. I know that, but the media just reported what he said. You know,
the New York Times could get on the web and order Ukrainian weapons. That's a fact. I'm not guessing. It's a fact. They could do that today. Like,
that, my friend, is but a sampling, an ort, an amuse-bouche, a palate cleanser. And you're tired of it. And we know this. But the good news is, ready for this? It's over. It's over. But these people have to be crushed. You can't just say, we've stopped it now, because these people are patient. They'll say, we'll wait for Trump to leave. We got plenty of time. We're looking for 20. Remember, they think 20, 25 years down the road. They're patient. Took them a long time to get here. Trump has to destroy the infrastructure, the system, the undergirding, so to speak, that applies for this. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. All right, dear friends, have a great day. Thank you again. Follow Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors. Don't forget to follow me also at Lionel Legal. And thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for following, for subscribing, and liking the videos here at Lionel Nation. I appreciate that. And don't forget, February 22nd at the Cutting Room. I'd love to meet you. Let's chat. Let's take pictures and selfies and laugh and celebrate and rub their nose in it. All right, my friends, have a great and glorious day. See you tomorrow. Don't forget the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue you. Da-da.